On October 7, 2025, the European Space Agency released images no one expected. Photos of the interstellar comet 3I Atlas, captured by a Mars orbiter camera never meant to glimpse deep space. What those photos revealed has stunned even the most seasoned scientists. A fuzzy, glowing sphere, 10,000 times dimmer than any usual target, radiating a negative polarization value so extreme it simply shouldn't exist. But that's just the beginning. In a twist that aligns with the title, ESA releases new disturbing 3I Atlas photos while NASA goes dark. NASA data on this object has vanished amid a government shutdown. So what exactly did ESA find that makes these images so disturbing? And why are experts now questioning everything we know about comets and interstellar visitors? The European Space Agency newsroom pulsed with urgency as the official release hit the wire. Photos of 3I Atlas, an interstellar object caught just days after skimming past Mars at a distance of 18.6 million miles. October 7, 2025, instantly became a landmark date in space science. For only the third time in recorded history, an object confirmed to have originated beyond our solar system was not just detected, but directly imaged. The timing was extraordinary. ESA's data surfaced while NASA's own Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter remained silent, its feeds locked behind a government shutdown. This left ESA as the sole public voice, and their findings sent shockwaves through the astronomical community. The images themselves were nothing like the crisp comet portraits of the past. Instead, 3I Atlas appeared as a diffuse glowing sphere, barely more than a fuzzy blot against the darkness, yet unmistakably real. The object's faintness was staggering. It glimmered between 10,000 and 100,000 times dimmer than the Martian features the orbiter's camera was built to capture. Still, the data was clear enough to reveal a visual anomaly. The sphere's glow was not just faint, but optically bizarre, with light waves emerging in a pattern that defied every standard model of cometary dust. ESA's press release did not mince words. The agency confirmed that the negative polarization measurement, how the light scattered off the object, reached a value of -2.77%. This number immediately stood out to experts, since no comet, asteroid, or interstellar visitor had ever shown such an extreme reading. In the words of Dr. Lucia Benatoff, the mission lead for the orbiter's camera, the level of polarization simply shouldn't be possible in comet science. We rechecked every filter, every angle. The statement echoed across newsrooms and research labs. Something about 3I Atlas was fundamentally different. Within hours, debate erupted among planetary scientists and astronomers worldwide. The object's sheer rarity was enough to draw attention. After all, only two other confirmed interstellar visitors, Oumuamua in 2017 and Borisov in 2019, had ever been tracked entering and leaving the solar system. But 3I Atlas set itself apart not just by its origin, but by its mass, its optical signature, and the circumstances of its discovery. For the first time, a comet-like body from deep space was being observed in real time as it swept through the inner solar system, with every available instrument trained on its path. The urgency was not just scientific, but public. ESA's newsroom fielded a flood of questions from journalists and citizen scientists alike, eager to understand what made these images so important. As details emerged about the technical hurdles and the unprecedented nature of the detection, the focus shifted from the mere fact of interstellar arrival to the deeper question of what exactly had been captured in these ghostly frames. The world now had a front-row seat to a cosmic event that challenged the very foundation of comet science, and the answers, it seemed, would only grow stranger with every new piece of data. What makes the 3I Atlas images truly remarkable isn't just what they show, but how they were captured. The Cassis camera aboard ESA's ExoMars Trace Gas Orbiter was never intended for this kind of work. Its design is tailored for sharp sunlit views of Martian canyons and craters, not for chasing a faint distant visitor from outside the solar system. Yet, Under the direction of lead engineer Nick Thomas, the team took a calculated risk. They pushed CASIS to its technical limits, dialing in 5-second exposures, 10 times longer than its normal settings, just to coax a signal out of the cosmic background. Even then, the challenge was immense. Cheerhall. EATLAS was between 10,000 and 100,000 times dimmer than the Martian rocks the camera was built to photograph. The risk of sensor noise, cosmic ray hits, and spacecraft jitter loomed over every frame. To make matters more complicated, the orbiter had to maintain an exact attitude, tracking the object's slow drift against a field of background stars, with adjustments measured to fractions of an arcsecond. The slightest error would have blurred the comet into nothingness. But the effort didn't stop with the spacecraft team. As soon as the raw data packets hit Earth, a global network of citizen scientists sprang into action. Using open-source tools, they aligned each frame using the stars as guideposts, stacking dozens of exposures to boost the signal from the ghostly sphere. Some groups experimented with sigma-clipped stacking to weed out cosmic rays, and stray light from Mars. Others wrote scripts to subtract background stars, enhancing the faint circular glow that marked the comet's presence. Adrian Chalupka, an amateur in Prague, was the first to flag the strange optical signature. His alert triggered a deeper review by ESA's own analysts. Every step of the process was double-checked. ESA's official pipeline and independent citizen workflows arrived at the same fuzzy, elliptical spot, a feature twice the width of the background stars, centered exactly where 3I Atlas was predicted to be. Instrumental artifacts were ruled out through repeated reprocessing, and calibration with standard stars confirmed the readings. The data held up. Despite being pushed far beyond its comfort zone, CASIS delivered images that were not only real, but scientifically robust. In a year when official channels faltered, this mix of engineering ingenuity and grassroots collaboration built an unshakable foundation for everything that followed. The numbers behind 3I Atlas are staggering, even by interstellar standards. Mass estimates now exceed 33 billion tons, putting this object 1,000 times above the weight of a typical comet like Halley. Imagine stacking 1,000 aircraft carriers end to end, then multiplying that by another 1,000. That's the kind of heft 3I Atlas brings as it cuts through the solar system. Its nucleus, the solid heart of the object, is estimated between 3 and 5 miles wide. For comparison, that's the distance from one edge of Manhattan to the other, all packed into a single, spinning chunk of ancient material. But the real surprise lies in the envelope of gas and dust, the coma, that surrounds this nucleus. Data from the CASIS camera on ExoMars Trace Gas Orbiters show a dense glowing halo stretching roughly 680 miles across. Yet earlier Hubble images taken from much farther away recorded a coma nearly 4,000 miles wide. This dramatic difference isn't just a trick of distance or fading light.